I am very tired today, and I'm going to share something really funny with you. I just got back from California. I came in on a red eye, hence why I'm so tired. And I started recording this podcast, and I wasn't even using my mic. Like you couldn't even hear me. And I was halfway through. So we're going to have to start over. But I've got some exciting stuff coming up for you. I was out in California last week. As part of that trip, we recorded 2 episodes with truly amazing and very special people. I can't wait to share them with all of you. They'll be on YouTube. But as part of those discussions, I walked away with something that hit me hard, and that was about our purpose. Many of us are searching for our purpose in life, something bigger than what we're doing right now. But the truth is, purpose isn't always easy to find, right? Sometimes it shows up uninvited. Other times we're searching so hard that our doors are closed to what the purpose really is. But when something sparks inside of you, when you feel that energy rising inside your body, when you lose track of time doing it, that's your purpose. It's calling. It may not have a title. You're certainly not getting paid by it yet, but it ignites something in you that's not an accident. I was listening to an interview Oprah did with Gary Zukov. He is the author of The Seat at the Soul. He said something so profound, and I think we'll all get the metaphor. He said, every fleet of ships that sails has a mothership, one ship that knows where all the ships are going and sets that direction for all the other ships. The mothership doesn't control what happens on the other ships. One ship may have a very smooth ride. The other ship may face many storms. Now imagine the mothership is your soul and you're one of the smaller boats. The mothership knows why you're in the water, even when you don't. Your job is to learn to sail in the same direction as your mothership. You can choose to go the opposite way, of course. That's your free will. But that's usually when you end up in rough waters. When you sail in alignment with your mothership, your life fills with meaning, love, and clarity. You feel energized, you're connected, you're excited about who you are and what you're doing. Meaning becomes your compass. And when you follow it, you're living your purpose. That hits so deeply because the truth is, when we ignore what's happening inside of us, life starts to feel hollow, doesn't it? You may be doing what's expected. You may be very successful. You still could feel disconnected, even though all of the goodness is happening. Like your lights dimmed a little bit and you're just drifting. Have you ever asked yourself, what do I really want? Not what your parents wanted, not what your boss is expecting, not what the world is saying you should be doing, not what your friends are saying, but you. Because when your little boat aligns with your soul's purpose, that's authenticity. That's when your energy shifts. That's when life starts to make sense again. I've shared an abundance of things that I have faced and overcome. And I've always wondered what the lesson was. Why am I still here? A dear friend who I was having lunch with, she recently said, life is a classroom. And it clicked. Every one of those challenges that I had gone through, It was like a chapter in a class that I was taking. And I believe I am still here for a reason. That reason, my purpose is this right here. It's this mic. It's this moment. It's being with you. And it is you. Every person following, listening, watching, you've confirmed what I already suspected. I'm here to speak, to share, and connect with all of you, but not just with my story. I'm sharing your stories too with real people who have gone through a lot of challenges in their life. This isn't about a spotlight for pain. This is about sitting down with real people, having real conversations about things they never saw coming and how they found their way forward. As I said last week, I filmed 2 episodes in California. You'll be able to catch those on YouTube. These people will inspire you in a way that you don't expect. You're going to rethink the way that you're thinking about something that you're struggling with right now. In one of the interviews, we had a much deeper discussion on purpose. My guest, who you will hear more from, was paralyzed during a championship game, a single moment that changed the entire course of his life. But what struck me most during our conversation wasn't just the physical recovery or the challenges that he faced, it was what he found in the aftermath: purpose. Robert Paler told me that through the injury, he discovered his voice, his calling to speak, to share his story and inspire others. And he doesn't just say it, he lives it. He rolls into a room with presence and clarity and took one of life's incredibly hardest hits, literally, and turned it into something for a reason to rise. And it reminded me that purpose doesn't always come wrapped in an achievement or an applause. Sometimes it can be born in the hardest moments. Purpose shows up when everything else is stripped away. And what's left is the part of you that was always meant to be or to lead. So if you're searching for purpose, if you're waiting for that title, that breakthrough, listen to the direction of your mothership because it is calling you to sail. Your life storms were not a detour. They were part of your direction. Follow what energizes you. Purpose often hides in plain sight. It lives in the things that light you up, make you lose track of time, or even give you a deep sense of meaning. So pay attention to a pull that you're going to feel. Sometimes we don't even know why we're drawn to something. We just are. And that's not usually random. Whether it's storytelling, caregiving, designing, speaking, creating, making music, the pull is the cue. You won't often find purpose by thinking. You'll actually find it by doing. So you've got to try new things. You've got to explore the curiosity within yourself. A good starting question that you could ask yourself is, if I didn't care what anyone thought, what would I be doing right now? And then really listen and pay attention, because purpose isn't out there waiting to be discovered. It's already within you. It's the thing that pulls you forward, even when everything else falls away. So in my next 2 episodes, you're going to meet 2 very extraordinary people who embody this truth. First, in Paralyzed to Powerful, I sit down with Robert Paler, a former rugby player whose life changed in an instant. But instead of giving up, he rose, he found his voice, and now he uses his story to inspire and lead with grace and authenticity. Then, in Flatline to Life Experiences, you'll hear from a dear friend of mine, Christopher Brown, a man who flatlined after a spin class while in peak physical shape. What happened next shook his world and redefined what it means to truly live fully. His perspective on life, success, and meaning will stay with you long after the episode ends. These conversations are just about surviving. They're about transforming, and I cannot wait to share them with you because I believe they'll make an impact on you. So until then, pay attention to the direction that your mothership is sailing. Until next time.